Hello. Today I will be showing you how to use quadratic regression. This is lesson 3.16a. I will be doing 3 problems, increasing in difficulty. Alright, let's jump right in. This is our first problem. It's a very simple one. It reads as follows. What would the height of the ball be if it traveled 80 meters? As you can see the table on the left, distance in meters is on the left side, and height in meters is on the right side. Now we enter these values into the calculator. Okay, I already have the table set up and ready to go. All we need to do is to get the equation. Alright, so here we go. There's the equation at the top there, highlighted. Now that we have it, we can solve the problem. Alright, as you can see, I have already entered the equation. X has been replaced with 80, 80 being distance traveled. When we solve, we end up with 13.9702. That would be the height. Now we can move on to the second problem. The second problem is slightly more difficult. It requires a few more steps than the first problem. The problem is, what will the cumulative number of AIDS cases be in 2006? As you can see, the table on the left, with years on the left and number of AIDS cases on the right. And now we will punch this into the table. Okay, now that I've entered all the values, we are ready to get the equation. But before I do, you might have noticed that my x values are 1 through 5 and not years. This is because I don't want the data represented as a year, but as a simple sequence. Now with that out of the way, we can get our equation, which turns out to be this equation right here at the top. Alright, now we are ready to solve. Alright, I have it all set up. 8 places x, because 2006 would be the 8th year after 1999. And now all it's left to do is solve. Alright, let's see what we get. 51,347 cases. Alright, now let's move on to the third and most difficult problem. Okay, here is the third and most challenging problem. The question reads, the first baseman is positioned 100 feet from home plate, and the right fielder is positioned 180 feet from home plate. If the batter wanted to hit halfway in between these two players, at what angle would he strike the ball? As you can see, there's a table on the left. The left column being the angle the batter hit the ball at, and the right column being the distance the ball traveled at each angle. To answer this problem, we will need to use some simple math to find the midway point between 100 and 180. Then, we will plug that into our equation to find the y value, or in other words, the angle at which the ball is struck. Without further ado, we will set it up. Alright, I have it all set up now. I punched in all the values, and now we just need to find the equation. And the equation is negative 23.5935 plus 14.659 x minus 0.1755 x squared. Now we need to find our y, plug that in, and then get the answer. Alright, now we need to calculate the midpoint between the first baseman and the right fielder. In other words, the midpoint between 100 and 180. The easiest way to do this is to add them both up and divide by 2. So that is exactly what we will do. Alright. There we go, we have 140. Now that is our y value. This is what we use to get our x value. Alright. Alright, here we go. Now that we have it fully set up, we're ready to solve. And if we just press this button, say solve for x, it calculates that x is 70.25, and a lot of numbers that I don't want to say. So there you have it. And also, here's what the graph looks like with all the points on it. It's pretty nice little curve there. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. Well, anyways, thanks for joining. That was Quadratic Regression 3.16. 6A by yours truly, Sam Capps.